I had somebody asking recently if I could do some more Satisfactory, and although I am working on like a big old video for that, I might as well just do, while I am doing some, you know what, I'll just restart this one here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We can just kind of get into it here before I actually turn on video type of stuff anyway. Not like it's particularly difficult to do so or anything like that, right? What was I doing last? Oh, right. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I kind of gutted a lot of the parts of the factory as of right now to be able to start setting up this next one here instead. Oh, don't drop on me, you stupid. Oh, stream. Feels like it's about to. Not seeing any drop frames. I just want to make sure that I have all of my sheets and everything open for this. It's important. All of my various, you know. Okay. So, orange one of the. Yeah, how are we doing this exactly? It's orange 1, orange 2. Orange 1, orange 2. Then limestone. Limestone gets to stay where it is. Okay, so we got orange 1, orange 2. Let's just go with that then. It should be fairly easy because I'm trying to keep the first couple slots open for other things here. Okay. Yeah. Just trying to remember. All right. Trying to remember what I'm doing here is the big thing right now. Like I said, gutting a lot of this stuff right now. For the sake of late game nonsense. The recent thing, of course, was trying to get water into the factory, which is working out pretty well, all things considered. Get rid of that, get rid of that. But it is still an entire thing just by itself. Okay. Get all this out of here. Get all that out of there. Do want to do this. Yeah, it's 1 and 2. Okay. These were not even in the correct location in the first place. Of course. Better go see what that was. So we got crates going on here. Yeah, of course. Right, all right. It's again not in the correct location. Need to actually do things right. Started stream just as I was going to sleep. Oh, don't worry, it's satisfactory. You don't need to watch any of this. In fact, I would recommend not watching any of this. I think you are absolutely absolved from needing to look at any of this nonsense, especially given that it is just late game factory setup garbage. Like, oh, come on. I get way too much junk in my inventory, and then you're having to go pick these things up so they stop appearing on the map. What season is it by now? The final season, season 4. But this is the one that this is late game prep up for the heavily edited series, the heavily edited Dragon's Dogma style series, basically. Which I already am working on and have been working on for a little bit here. Still, though, the point is it's almost done. It's almost done. We're almost done with it. It's just, like, the actual, once you get to the end of the game, the actual setup is very, it does take a while. Not gonna lie. Much like Stained, it's been a while that I've been working on this. Let's just say that. Wait, no, you over here. No. Which one is it? It's this one. Right. So, do that. Right there. Do that. Just like lean it down here. It doesn't even really matter. As long as I can sort of get it on there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's so there's so many small parts of this that are currently ongoing with the stuff. Like all this garbage I got to get out of here. That's being done in-house now. God. Okay. We got copper. 2 pure copper notes should honestly, like, cover me for pretty much everything. But I can easily get everything else right now that I have drones up. And then I want to get... Yeah, it's, you and you. There, and... you loving this? I'm almost done, okay? I'm almost done, and then we can get back to whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter because you know what we're going to be doing as of late. Lot of Binding of Isaac. I already have, like what the next 2 episodes of Binding of Isaac recorded because it's just stream of consciousness nonsense. So you know, have fun with that. The thing is, what I got to do is I got to put out other content at the same time because it's so garbage. Because the Binding of Isaac content is such ultra garbage that it's like I cannot put that up by itself. Factorio. Not gonna play Factorio. I don't even like. I don't want to play a game. I want to play a game that's pure factory-y. I don't want to play a game that has other things going on. Also, aren't the devs still like total scumbags? I feel like I don't want to support that. I own the game though, so you know, if I wanted to. Okay. Back to. It's a bit of a different type of thing. A bit of a different type of thing, different type of setup that I have as opposed to last time, where I have multiple floors. Which you might be wondering, why didn't you have multiple floors? I always mix up these games' names. Well, Factorio is like, you know, they're, what is it? That's like 2D. This one is made by the Goat Simulator devs. As you do. As you must. Have a good eep. I'll see you in your dreams. I won't, but I might. I don't know. I'm not going to say no. It's a hard watch years later, and I still don't understand the mechanics other than it being a dungeon shooter. Well, I mean, I'm barely even talking about it, so you know. I'm just embracing the egg style of just talking about nonsense. was yeah, like the first one was talking about indie horror games, and the second one is talking about I don't even remember. Something, certainly. Certainly I was talking about something. Third episode, of course, is talking about my beef with the Book of Revelations again. The Book of Revelation. There's not more than one. It's just the one. But still. So if you are looking forward to that, I have to put out, like, you know, the one thing that's going to come out of the Binding of Isaac, the 10 Days of Binding of Isaac Christmas Edition or whatever, is the fact that I have to put out other content because that content is such hyper garbage. Like, that I cannot have that be the only thing on the channel for a bit. I have to. We have to go finish Void Stranger. We have to go finish Liza P. She'll get betterified. It's just, there's so much stuff with betterified. What I should do is I should just do the last world and then just, you know. And then I'll take my time doing, like, some sort of mega episode of the final secrets and whatnot. One of them I just cannot figure out, for example. And I think I do need to do, like, the deep dive into the Lua to be able to find out what the hell you're supposed to do. Because it is confusing. There. There, and there. Anyway, how much? I got like 2,000 of these. Yeah, I'm not going to be running out anytime soon. Certainly not. Look, but yeah. Okay, yeah, one of the things I was going to do was I was going to put out like this because somebody was asking for more satisfactory type of stuff. So, hey, let's go do this in 5, 4, 3, 2. Or, actually, here. Okay, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. I had somebody asking for more satisfactory content, and although I am doing a big old, well, it's not really like a series, it's more like a mega episode type of deal, this is still a part of the game that I'm currently at where I'm just sort of prepping everything for the super end game. In other words, stuff that is not going to be included in a video. So instead, we're doing a stream for this one. That's right. We're here having fun, making a factory, etc. and so on. I mean, sort of. It's just like, all I really need to do right now, I have pretty much gutted the entire factory here. I am reworking everything to be used with late game alternate recipes. In particular, what's happening right now is that I am almost all of the late game recipes have you for basic, you know, not anything, basic resources is what I'm trying to say. Stuff like iron bars, copper bars, all that sort of stuff involve water in some way. That's why we get this. Because I need a lot of water. I need to take an entire ocean into this place, and that's currently what's happening right now. And if successful, I will have more resources than ever. Not that that really matters. It's just like, again, nobody cares about this game except for me. I'm the only one that likes this. That's it. But, you know, that's also irrelevant because, you know, I'm putting it up anyway. Look, if people want to see Satisfactory. People can see Satisfactory. I'm just saying right now. It's like that is currently what's happening. Also, we still got the Christmas thing going on, so I can do stuff like this. I know y'all were really looking forward to this sort of nonsense. I'm going to keep it like this, too. It's easy. What's the plans for Christmas? I don't really have any. See the folks? Like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it also affects, and look at it, you get, like, conveyor belt stuff, too. That's fun. Oh, and, okay. I'm out of stuff. Should I just redo the entire factory in goofy Christmas style? Maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe it doesn't really matter. Look, I might not. All right. Hey, iron ore. Iron ore is going to be... one away from there. And we're good. All right. And then basically from there, it's just going to be the same thing over and over until I have so many resources. Like one of the things playing this, you know, like trying to go the really big sort of factory stuff as of right now. That's a way to put it, I suppose. Like one of the things with creating like a really big mega factory right now, it really does make you realize that it's just like the Satisfactory does not demand this sort of thing. It demands some pretty extensive type of factory-ing, but nothing that requires this type of deal. Oh no, it's mega factory-ing. It is. That's gonna be the video that I eventually make. It's gonna be called like I know that's wrong. Yeah, it's gotta go out, not in. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's like that's the video we're gonna be making. It's gonna be like start to mega factory. It is, and it is very much mega factory-ing. So reintroduce you to the factory. It's been a while. It's also completely different compared to the last time that I actually showed this. So Oh, all right. I might die from this. Nope, I'm fine. So this is the entirety of the factory. Here we got very large machines over on the left side, which is mostly refineries. You can see like a lot of refineries, but that also will include stuff like the blenders, which are not like super huge, but do require liquids. And then it's like also particle accelerators eventually. I don't really have stuff set up for anything with particle accelerators right now, so I mean, there's only 2 recipes you can make with particle accelerators, so it's not like there's too much you can do with them. That's going to be something mostly for the final phase. But yeah, and then over here we got just regular machines. Your constructors, assemblers, the manufacturers, all that sort of junk. And then it just pretty much goes from the bottom to the top in terms of complexity. But then from the top to the bottom, nice iterator superstructure you've built. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's like, so like bottom has all the raw materials as well as stuff like rubbly and that had a different supply route for water that I'm going to have to go change. Then you go all the way up to the top, and that's where you get like final, story items. But as you can probably tell, I have been gutting a lot of machines right now in favor of turning them into the water versions. All that sort of stuff. And there's also, but yeah, like up here then we got like, here's your adaptive control units. Here's where you got like your smart plating and so on and so forth like that. And then all the way up on the top floor here, the very tippy top, we got the, I don't know what you call it, the airport. Where it's just, can you fast travel a little faster? No. Here's where we're getting all of the drone stuff. This is a largely new sort of creation. As of right now, I've been experimenting with packaged water to try and figure out how I want to set things up. And as you can see, it's been going very good. This is certainly a workable solution to how you can do things and how everything's going to look in the future. So, Yeah, but then, like I said, then it goes the opposite direction. So, like, down here's where I'm producing, like, alumina. Well, the first floor underneath the airport is producing liquids. So here we got alumina solution. Next one then is sulfuric acid. Next one then is oil. Well, more particularly, we got heavy oil. And then it's going to be... this is fuel, and then I have one more that's going to be nitric acid right here. I don't need nitric acid for anything as of just yet. It's only used for fuel refinement as of right now, so Then underneath here, we got raw materials. Look at all that oil. Look at all that fresh oil, baby. It is pretty fresh, to be fair. Then underneath here, we've got raw resources. So here's stuff like caterium ingot, which of course requires water to be able to do well. Here's stuff like quartz crystal, which requires water to do well. Here's what I think like processing for oil byproducts. Yeah, which requires water. Again, it all requires water, you understand, if you're trying to go late game sort of nonsense. Here's like where I'm actually producing rubber and plastic, which of course I produce by turning plastic into rubber and rubber into plastic. Because that's how you play Satisfactory in the late game. You make a clown factory full of a bunch of garbage nonsense. This is how it works. Am I an ad? Yes, I mean, I'm drinking an entire coffee from Starbucks right now. Right now. But yes, aside from that, it's then like things just get progressively more and more complex. So like down here, this is where you get this is where like you're producing cooling units. I need to move these out of the way, considering that they're like kind of being trapped right now. Like move packaged nitrogen gas up to the 6th floor. Gotta wait for it to autosave. This is a big factory. It takes a while to autosave, you understand? Like, yeah, here's where we got like the cooling systems, all that sort of stuff. Here is formerly where I had the stuff for the fused modular frames. But I gotta move that farther into the factory because this is now a logistical part of the factory, as you can see by all the conveyor belts that are going up there. And then way over here, where all the 3D models are made. Yeah, all the 3D models of cubes. Of course. And then all the way over here, way far away from everything else, is where I'm producing nuclear fuel. Oh man, I gotta... no, it's fine. Look, I've produced so many already. And this is where I'm making like the uranium fuel rods, which is why I have it kind of farther away from everything else. And where I'm also storing all of my nuclear waste, you know, as you do. Ah, good old nuclear waste. Can never have enough of it. I'm gonna be getting rid of it soon enough. Don't worry. Here's the basic nuclear pickup drop-off sort of thing. But yeah, it's like an iterator superstructure. Yeah, that's what it is. You got it. You got what this is. Then down here, this is where I was previously producing aluminum, and copper is sort of where I was planning to, as well as batteries. These are probably going to be moved up to floors farther up as I start to do this. Because as of right now, it's like this is not... Things are not really being produced because I'm trying to get the factory in order right now. And it's like, yeah, aside from that, we got like oil area way over there, but that's just now a drone pickup port area. So, you know, it's not even really all that. It's a packager, and it's an area where drones can drop off and pick up oil. Yes, it's the same area as it was back in Season 2. Then way over here, otherwise, I mean, well, you can see that's pretty... There is a little area where I am producing that's like an coal generators, but that's also pretty quickly being deprecated, so I am probably going to end up getting rid of that and maybe replacing it with more pickups for water. No, what we actually got is over here, the nuclear power plant facility, whatever you want to call it. Of which, like I said, it's like, man, I am really overproducing uranium fuel rods right now. Like, oh boy, well, I don't even have half of these turned on. I think I have the first 4 turned on. And then, like, yeah, like this one over here, for example. Yeah, it's not even turned on. Like, yeah, it's... And that, like, it's a pretty big bump up in electricity, but, you know. Oh, delicious radiation. Oh, you couldn't even imagine how radioactive it is over here. There's good reason why I have it far away from the base. But also I need to have, you know, water. This is the water production area. This is where water gets produced, and then use drones to ship it back to the factory over there. That megalithic structure. Not megalithic. That's how nuclear power works in Sweden too. Half of them aren't turned on. Yeah, well, I want to have them there, right? Because I'm going to use them eventually. Well, like, yeah, you can see it's all very systematic. Everything that I'm doing is extraordinarily systematic, which is how I keep track of everything that's going on. It's like, it may look really huge and complicated, but it's actually just the same thing copy-pasted over and over. That's the secret to making a good factory. It's just, all you gotta do is just be extremely consistent. That's the important bit. At least they look cool. They do. Look at that. I think that looks pretty cool. I mean, it's like I have so many things that I still need to go. Like, there's an entire pure Caterium node right here, right next to the entire water pickup that I'm not even using. It's right here. It's pure. Pure, baby. That's pure gold. Gold. The gold. Which I'm not using. I'm going to use it eventually, but like it's like I said, the factory is currently under renovation for the sake of creating a super factory. And right now, what we got to do is we got to go and... Who needs it when you got the Mega Factory? The Mega Factory needs it. The Mega Factory hungers for resources at all points in time. It requires them. Yeah, this entire thing is... Like, I have nuclear energy. One singular nuclear power plant is, I think, probably producing more electricity than all of those coal generators. Every one of them. If I wanted to, I have like currently a bunch of fuel being produced. I could just go get fuel generators and start doing that. I have an entire container filled with what is this thing called over here? Biofuel. It's like there's so many things, but it's just like I need to get it actually working before we you know. Actually do stuff. Jelly pad also is pretty much deprecated now that I have the hover pack, so you know. All right, so what was I doing? Raw material transference. Right. Okay. What is? Oh, God, what was? I keep trying to keep track of it. There's so many things. You can also go and set up the rest of floor 6, the airport, if you want to. Sounds like you're trying to sell us the factory. Well, do you want to buy it? I'll sell this virtual factory. I'll give you a copy of this virtual factory for money. All right. Yeah, I still need to go and hook up the rest of the drone ports anyway too. Oh yeah, another thing is just like we got the premium skin, which as you can see, it looks really good on the drones. Oh look, the little drop-off thing is a present. That's fine. I gotta go set up like holiday stuff here if I want to start producing those en masse. And I do have a lot of room in the factory now that I've gutted again most of it for the sake of water drop-off 4.3. Okay. Let's get the rest of this done because I do need all of this water. I need about 20 ports worth. I need about 20 things worth of water. Hey, welcome to factory hell. Enjoy your stay. Welcome to Dr. Inferno Firebird does a literal, like, decides that what he wants to do in video games is a job, and then does it. Like, you know what I always wanted out of video games? I wanted it to be a job. That entire thing. Heard about Pony Island? I don't believe it's gonna be Pony Island 2. I think that's the startup thing, because that was a joke. That was a joke in Pony Island. It was like an Easter egg type of nonsense. Like I think it's going to be something completely different when you actually play it. After all, Gamer Satan escaped, as we all know. Can you figure out my methodology for naming things? Oh boy, I was actually also like paying attention to the little ARG that was going on in was this 6-3? Yes, the ARG, the thing that was going on when it was like before it was being announced. So you know. Oh, I don't have 7-1-1 yet. I gotta go make that. Yes, Parasite, is there something that you want to say about the nightmare that you are currently a witness to right now? Perhaps, you know, some sort of Pony Island 2 OST Middle Kingdom. I mean, it's okay. So there is the Middle Kingdom thing is this. I don't want to spoil Pony Island if you haven't played it, but it's just like there's there's a thing that okay, I can't. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's just like I don't want to spoil that game. Go watch my series, and it's just like I think I know what they're trying to do with that, if that is indeed what they're trying to do. Ugh. I'm gonna find out what happened to the pandas. They don't know if there's anything that happened to the panda. What's that about Pony Island 2? I was just like, I don't want, like, I did the entire Daniel Mullins experience. If you want to go watch that on the channel, from Pony Island to Inscription, and also some of the other weird ones like Beneath the Surface and what was the Pokemon ripoff? A lot of different stuff. Seen it all, baby. I'm a true believer. Exactly. Watch a trailer on stream. I don't watch trailers though. That is just like a thing. That's a thing with me. Not a trailer watcher. You know, there's some people out there. They're trailer watchers. Not me. I don't watch no trailers. I play the games when they come out. Is it right now? Yeah, it's right next to each other. I don't know why I did that. I usually like to leave space between things so they're not like crammed all together like this. For this explicit purpose. How exactly do I have this? ARG stuff, though. I know there's ARG stuff. It's all ARG stuff. I've played these games. You understand? Like, I've played the games before, you know. Besides, one of the things, though, was that, like, the ARG stuff was getting pretty wacky in terms of Inscription. I'm kind of hoping that it's back to more the hex style of things instead by the time that we get to, for any sort of new games. Because, like, man, it was, like, you could do a good amount of it to start with, but then it just became impossible to be able to continue on with the Inscription ARG after a certain point. Yeah, we're a bit much. And it's like, I like and you know, that's the whole thing where it's just like, more often than not, I think ARG stuff is, like, people usually don't look too favorably on that. People don't want to have to do ARG nonsense to play a video game. And I think more often than not, the Mullins games usually tend to be pretty good about that, but the fact that they are very much a lot about ARG, I think turns a lot of people off of those games. So I do hope that they are not too much of a thing, because they were really starting to become a thing in Inscription, which I enjoyed, but I feel like a lot of other people probably wouldn't. Like, it's like, I don't care about Hitler's wacky pack of magic cards. It's like, yeah, it's like, well, I mean, yeah, no, Hitler's wacky pack of magic cards is stupid. It's really stupid. And I like doing the ARG stuff, but it's super dumb. Like, that's why it's an entirely different part of the story. It's like, you don't need it. You don't need to know about Hitler's wacky pack of magic cards to be able to enjoy Inscription. And honestly, in some ways, it's probably better if you don't. Because it is Hitler's wacky pack of magic cards. The YouTube channel thing I didn't really enjoy. Oh, the console ARGs. Oh, I saw that. I didn't actually watch any stuff related to it, though, so not really sure what exactly was happening with that. Who knows? Honestly, as it is, like I said, it's just like, I hope it's not going too hard into ARG stuff for the future things, because I like those games, but I also am only too well aware that, much like Satisfactory here, this is a thing I enjoy that I know very well that other people would not enjoy. It's like I keep saying with Dead Cells, for example. It's like, don't make the game for me. If you make the game for me, you're going to alienate everybody else. You're going to transform them into aliens, and we don't want an invasion of the body snatchers sort of scenario going on there. Look, I saw both of the invasion of the body snatchers You don't want that to happen. It's not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for business. Plasma Jimmy, the Melter, and Meatbot. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, because the Melter was always kind of like a weird character there, wasn't he now? Plasma Jimmy, I don't remember that being a character, period. The Melter, though, was. Sure. At the same time, it's just like, you know. It's also not, once again, it's not super important. Like, you can get, you get the shtick with everything regardless, I want to say. Casings, high-speed connectors, and the like. If I gotta go... Got input. Anything that I'm kind of short on right now. I don't know how many of these I'm going to actually want to end up creating. That's not worth keeping that. What's the point of stacker pulls if you can just clip tracks through each other so that I can see if something is going wrong? It's like, it's the same sort of reason why I don't need this much space between conveyor belts, but it lets me be able to actually see if there's an issue going on. Besides, you can only have, not that. Besides, you can only have these things going on for so long, then they just become too long, which is why I need to have them spaced out at least by something. Yeah, if you're gonna have them go for infinite length, that would be very much different. And you can have them go for pretty long. But, like, not that long. That's too long. What you're talking about there. Okay. They had an SOS code that you can only get through the PS4 controller. Wow. I mean, I guess, you know, hey, Fez did that too, really. Uh-oh. I don't have anything to... Wait, no. There we go. Perfect. I should just, like, let's just go get out, what, not the input. Wait, do I need input 5? No, I need input Mark 5, right. Let's just go grab 10 of those. Go grab, 30 of these. There we go. Okay. That should be good. Because it's a 3-to-1 sort of thing. I think it takes roughly like, what? It takes almost but not quite 300 per minute back and forth. So I need 3 of them to be able to do 600 well. No. Yeah, here we go. I don't need more than that, I suppose. A lot more. But, can figure that out, though, later. Fez, I mean, I played Fez. There's a playthrough of Fez on the channel. It's just like, you can see my attempts to figure out some of that stuff there. Which I figured out pretty much everything, except for, obviously, the puzzle that nobody's actually solved yet. But also, you know, I didn't figure out Metatron. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's meta... It is what it is, referring to it meta, referring to itself, and Tron because Polytron were the developers, and that's the second half of their name. There you go. That's the only other one that I didn't figure out. Every other one I got. Was able to do. It's like, besides, they talked about Metatron's cube an awful lot in the Owls. The Owls did. So, it's like, I mean, it's not obvious. Let's not mince words on that one. It's not an obvious sort of puzzle to solve, but it is like I know what the solution is. Ugh. His father, pure evil. Yeah, we haven't really gotten as much about that, but I mean that's because it hasn't really been as much about Satan. So, you know, why would we get more about that? I just got to get rid of this entire area over here. It doesn't matter. I mean, I've done a lot of dumb ARG things. Currently doing Void Stranger, for God's sake, which I got to go. Oh, I got to get back to. I think I got a good idea of what I want to do with that P-Cross puzzle. Because there's an entire thing that I think I can figure out with that. Aside from that, though, It's like, man, there is a... I still am not quite sure what to do aside from just continue to go through the video game. Because that is... Well, I mean... Is there anything to do with Hungry Guy? I have no idea. That was over the course of like 5 runs. I fed him over 100 locust idols. Like what? Hungry Guy, I don't know what else you want from me here. There's only so much I can do. I've already done an awful lot, to be honest. Now, am I going to start to take rapid damage doing this over here? The answer, I don't know, maybe. Want to get at least one more, though. Haven't started yet, but it looks like one I will enjoy. Hard to say. We can get one more out here. It's fine. Don't worry about it, chat. Let's just gotta make sure that's multiple of 3. So yeah, it's like we got what? Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know. I mean, the thing with that series is that a lot of it is just watching me go, how do I solve this puzzle? And then not talk for 5 minutes. And I do feel like, you know, I should probably... I think I only have space for one more. No, I don't. I can't fit the packagers in here. All right, well, you know what? Forget about it. We can only do one more here, it seems. Delete everything. Forget about it, then. The various whole people you push off has been interesting. Yeah, sure have been pushing them off, have I look, I haven't pushed anyone into a hole. Just one person got killed by a charging beaver. Now, it wasn't my fault. I've liked the titles so far. Do you enjoy the... this is stupid. Yeah, pretty much I just put that stupid smiley face in the first episode, and then I'm just like, every episode is going to be based around me having a smiley face in the description. And that's how you do it, baby. Doctor Inferno Firebird, patented method for creating title gimmicks. Oh, I actually do have 2 more. Okay, so no. Undo everything that I just undid. Hit Control Y right now. Because apparently I wasn't actually... whatever. Well, hey, at least I know exactly how many drone ports I can fit before I start dying. Yeah, I thought I was going to have to fit more packagers down here. Uh-huh. Well... we'll figure it out eventually. Look, I'll figure out what's going on with the game eventually, as I always do. Okay, fine. Stop yelling at me, video game. It's fine. Some of the non-meta puzzles later on are really hard. This is oddly satisfying. What, me taking damage? Or is it, just iterating basic factory structures to ad infinitum? You a fan of iterating factory structures ad infinitum? Because let me tell you, here on the Dr. Inferno Firebird channel, we love doing that. And by we, I mean me. I'm fairly certain my audience does not love doing that at all. There you go. Let me make sure it's lined up here. With the gifts rained on from the sky. Yep, that's the Fixmas event, baby. And then I gotta go get the naming conventions down correctly, and gotta go set up the... no, the drone should already be set up back at the base. It's a multi-step process, you understand, to be able to get water. Can you make me a sandwich? My cat doesn't want to leave my lap. I mean, unless you want me to create a factory to make you 10,000 sandwiches per minute. Because that's what we're doing right now. And they're going to be sandwiches literally made out of sand because I got the alt recipe for that. So are you okay? Actually, no. I just realized it's like this. This is not the. This is not the correct. This is the correct way. And I have it facing out because these are the first in the line. Look, it all has to be in a very particular... it's not lined up correctly. It all has to be in a very particular way, you understand? Because, again, it's all just basic mega iterator nonsense. Hey. You don't understand. It's important. It's important we do it like this. Okay, I do. Fine, then we'll start on that after I finish up with everything else. It's gonna be made out of uranium and silica. And like, what can I say? If you don't like that, it is the most efficient way to create a sandwich. No, it's not radioactive by the time I'm done with it. It's fine. The radiation will be processed out. And there we are. Okay. To go there now. Okay. Silica. Yeah, but the silica is also made of limestone and quartz, so you know. It's cheap. It's the recipe is literally called cheap silica. How did I set this up? Okay, here we go. And then... No, not clipping in. Clip it at least slightly less. How did I set all this up? Because I do not remember... Okay. Yes, that is how I did. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of remembering how I did this now. Which actually was not... like the basic setup that I have for things here. Yeah, it's stupid, but effective. Okay. Yeah, no, what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete this, put a hole right here, send this up through the hole, which is... I didn't correctly align it, so we're gonna do that one again. That should do. Yeah, and then this one actually does... Actually, I do want this. Okay. I'm trying to remember how I had everything set up here because I haven't had to... Because I haven't created new stuff for a while. I haven't created new delivery lines for things. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's that one. And then you down here, try not to have it clipping too bad. I'm trying not to have it clipping too bad, no promises. And right over here. Okay. That's how you set up a packager, baby. Now, there's one more thing to do, and that is actually set up the naming conventions for this. This is water pickup 7-1? Is it 7? No, water pick... Well, I mean, I could just... It's all iterated. 6-3, so yes, it's 7-1. Okay. It's like, all you gotta do is just look at the previous one. Water pickup 7-1? No, this is water... This is water... Did I type drop off? No, that was just last one I had saved. No, this is water pickup 7. And this is the first one for water pickup 7. Then the 7-2 and 7-3. You don't have a... Wait, do I have a water drop-off? 7... I do. Well, I only have one. Yeah, okay. I don't know. No, it has to all be named consistently because otherwise I won't understand how things are named. Like, you don't understand. You can't deviate from this sort of thing. Otherwise, it all falls apart, baby, like a house of cards. Like a greasy hamburger. Okay, that should all be correct. Okay, and then same basic thing. Let it autosave. There we go. Let it autosave. This one faces this direction. Conveyor splitter. Yeah, regular old conveyor splitter. This one faces this direction. Put this here. Now the other one will have to be determined. And then just same basic thing going right down the row. Straight down the middle. I have to stop playing Satisfactory. Nobody wants to watch Satisfactory. I'm the only one that wants to play Satisfactory. This is like the worst, most poisonous content for the channel. I really should stop doing it. Well, we're so close to being done. This is late game. There's nothing else to do past this point after all. By the way, I can't create a blueprint for drone ports. They are too large. Like I can't really put like anything in there except for maybe the electrical pole, and that's about it. It's like it's just enormous. What can I say? Pretty much everything else. Manufacturer, same thing too. Yeah, don't need to worry about the battery ports. Batteries will be taken care of at the base. Don't need to get batteries here. Like hearing people talk about things they're passionate about. Well, great. I'm obviously very passionate about, again, giving myself a literal job to do. For no particular reason. It's not like, again, it's not like this is, you know, the big meta. It's not like, you know, I'm playing Lethal Company over here. Yeah, I talked about Lethal Company, the most recent Isaac thing. Okay, want to pick up 3. No drone. We'll get one assigned there soon enough. Go back down here. Watch out, because if I remember, have you thought about getting a real job instead? You know, if I could, I would. If I could, I would. You understand. Jobs don't just fall out of the sky, you know. And if they did, I would have so many of them. Okay, let's line this up correctly. That should be good. Line this up correctly. That looks nice and good too. And there we go. Okay. And then hook you right up here. Man, it starts to get kind of wacky in terms of how these connections start going eventually. But hey, that's that one done then. All right, so there's another. I need roughly about 20 pickup lines, and I have that was pickup. That was drone water line 8, and I need about 20 of them. So, all right, what's the space that I need between this? About 7. Am I going to be able to do that here? Yes, I am going to be able to do that here. Just what we'll do is we'll go from roughly about this area. 10 minus 3. And then this is the new one. Okay, and then how large is it again? It's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then a... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a drop-off. It's a pick-up and drop-off line. It's very simple. It's incredibly simple. I can't believe you don't understand this. Okay, so 4. 2, 3, 4, and then there is just so I kind of keep this all together. I will obviously do this better later. And then we need the ramps there so that I can place stuff on the things for things. And yeah, that's correct. I hope I did that correctly, because otherwise this is going to be a problem later on. Now, can I even... how many of these can I create? A decent chunk, but not like an amazingly huge amount. That's fine. Ah! Okay, thank God. Wait. Okay. I thought the game was about to crash. Grab the water extractor. Grab the water extractor. There, grab those. We're going to go line it up here. All right, up until it starts clipping, right? I think that should be about good. Don't want it to line up like that. Don't want it to line up like that. No, line it up with that one. Get it close. Okay, and that should be the good, seed items. Because from here, I want those. I can go jump across the lake, and now we can start iterating, baby. It's easy. You love iteration, don't you, kids? I know you do. So I can fit roughly about 8, although this is only going to be 7 here on this one, because I had to not be able to do the first one due to space constraints. Okay, and that's all I can do for right now. Okay! Let's keep going right for it, baby. More factory time. Once again, this is like, doing this is so incredibly boring. I cannot. Why do they make a game like this? 4, yeah, that's right. 2, 3, 4. Why even bother making a game like this? If they did it, I don't know why. Nobody's gonna want to play something like this. This is just like... it's like nobody wants to play a game like this. Do that. I want to get up here easy. Okay. But at the same time, it exists. It's here, so I have to play it. Here's where the Joan ports are gonna go. And there you go. That's how you create, and that's how you factory, everybody. It's so incredibly easy. I can't believe that more people aren't doing it at all points in time. Line that on up. Okay. Now then, no, I'm not reading that. I'm not getting D's nuts. Always getting D's nuts around here. And then people are like, got him. And I'm like, oh. I can't believe you D's nuts me yet again. Okay. Now we just need to go and hook up everything else. It's easy, chat. It's so simple and quick. It's gonna be done before you even know it. About there. Right about there. Once again, water extractors are one of these things I cannot create a blueprint for because they need to be in water. I just think these pickup lines are stupid. You're stupid. Also, you're correct. But I mean, you know, that's the nature of pickup lines, baby. Okay, and since I have a maximum of 600 cubic meters per minute, and these extract 120 cubic meters per minute, 5 each. We're gonna do for what is it, 35 in total, of which I don't remember how many I've put down now, but it should be pretty easy to figure out considering they're all systematically done. And also kind of like match up with the other ones on the side there too, and everything like that. And then, yeah. That's the ball game, baby. Okay, it looks like it's about like 4 or 5 more before I start to rapidly take damage. Here. Perhaps one more. There you go. Good stuff, good stuff. Why don't they want me to go out into the infinite ocean? I don't understand. What are you, cowards, Coffee Stain? You don't like having mega factories that produce the hundreds of tons of thousands, I don't even say thousands of tons. You don't like me being able to see the skybox underneath the world because you didn't expect people to go out this far? Because I do. I see it right there. It's right there, baby. Now, you know, this is actually a good time. Like, how many do I have here? I need, what is it? 5 times 7, so 35, right. That's 10. All right, so that's 20. We need 15 more. Oh, yeah, it's like, let me tell you, if I actually go and look at, like, floor 6 of the factory, the world just breaks apart because they do not expect you to be making factories this large. I mean, look at this right here, by the way. This sort of nonsense. What is this? That's probably because I have the graphics setting on extremely low, but, you know, Swedish game design. Hey, man. Sweden, Finland. It's all I play on this channel, apparently. If you are in the, is that the Scandinavia area? I'll play your video game, evidently. Anyway, back here because, yeah, I'm out of materials to make drone ports. Yes, okay, thank God. Thank God I didn't say the wrong thing. Do not want to insult all of the northern Europe. Is just Norway and Sweden? Doesn't include Finland? I don't know, it's like it's right there. Well, fine. Fair enough. Yeah, it's like I don't know if I've played any games for Norway specifically. What Norse games have I played on the channel? Surely, like it was like not Darkstalkers, Darksiders one. THQ is like based out of Norway, or was. They don't exist anymore. Well, at least not in the same capacity. Just take it all. Okay. And then, drone ports. I need so many drone ports. So we're going to go up to floor 4. Scandinavia is the name of the peninsula. Oh, okay. You know, I never actually knew that. I have no particular reason as to why I never actually knew that, but you know. Hey. All right. Right, I gotta go set these up eventually. I have all the stuff. Like, all of these are... I just have a huge group of stuff already created, so I'm just like, yeah. That's good on that, then. Which is why I'm okay with, like I said, gutting the factory for a time here, as I'm trying to figure out... What's this? What is this? Oh, I'll do stuff with that later. Need heavy modular frames, the super cubes, and high-speed connectors, which are right here. Here we go. There's that then. And then to top it all off, I should go in. Where do I have heavy modular frames right now? I think I can get them up on top floor. Although those I probably am running out of, so I should restart the production process at least on cubes right now, just because I am running out of them so rapidly. Oh, it's this one, right? Yeah, you can see the cubes right there. Need a lot of them for stuff. What can I say? All right. Ah! Ah! We got so much factorying to do here. You don't understand. Yeah. I also, of course, have all the ones that were being used for fused modular frames, the super duper cubes, but I did delete that entire production line, so I'm not really going to be able to do too much with that now, am I? I also got to change it to the current alternate recipe I'm going to be using too, which is the one that switches out screws for concrete. Overall, it uses like less regular frames, and I think that's pretty much all I got. All right. Well, I hope this is going to be enough for right now then. Oh yeah, speaking of like, you know, yeah, I was talking before about like things just breaking, just busting right up when you get too high up here. Just like, yeah, you can just kind of see how like the world sort of falls apart in the distance and stuff like that. Yeah, like there's again like the skybox underneath the world and all that sort of stuff. I also have draw distance turned on really, really high because I like it like that. You know. Making sure that you can see everything. Like you can see all the way down to, well, at least the crater fields down there, if nothing else. That's what you're looking for. Not that it really matters. It's like the amount of stuff that I can create just with things in the desert alone is so incredibly huge that it's sort of pointless to try and start exploiting other regions for resources. Because like this is just a couple pure nodes and stuff that is going into this factory right now. And it's going in that of, it's like it's not even efficient as of just yet. There's so many things. Well, whatever. And God, it's so radioactive around here. It's like the imaged dragon. But anyway, I want to go pick up some sheets. Might not have all the heavy frames that I need, but I have everything else. Okay, what was I doing now? What was I doing? I don't even remember. It's so many different things. Batteries. No, these are fake batteries. Yeah, they're not real. Oh yeah, I am also running out of batteries. I should go and do something about that, probably. I mean, overall, I should just like go restart the entire factory so that I don't run out of things. Because like as of right now, it's like it's I took out all of the basic as of right now, I've taken out all of the basic raw material, like first processing level stuff, which means nothing in the factory is working. But like, yeah, there's no well, much of anything coming through right now. Grab that. Okay. I gotta go fix that already. See, it's like all I gotta do is just have a systematic way of setting everything up, and then you can exploit all the resources for everything they're worth. And then you can have this entire mega factory running on 5 individual pure nodes, and that's it. Period. Pure resource nodes. And that's the only thing that's required. Because that's just for the power of just washing everything with literal tons of water. It's easy, chat. You don't understand. You just don't understand factoring. It's like if you want to make like a factory, it's just like you gotta make it efficient. And then still very large, because efficient just means more resources. And more resources just means more things you got to worry about. More resources, more problems. That's what I say. But whatever. Also, I totally forgot to go and get concrete and iron. So, you know, I did a great job on that, too. Get me back up here. At least set up the drone ports, I suppose. Iteration. You gotta think iteratively. Because that's how you make a good factory. Or at the very least, a workable factory. Hey, what happened to my sandwiches? I actually switched out enough alternate recipes that I no longer need to make sandwiches. So they are deprecated, and I deleted all the machines related to them. And the rest of the sandwiches have been crushed for fix-it coupons. So, you know, I'm sorry. That's how that goes. Go to Browse. It's not Bowser's Cafe, it's Browser's Cafe. What are you gonna do? Go get some apples there? It was not Bowser. There's Browser, Browster, Bator, and I'm sure others. Those are the ones that I remember. Okay, that's 5. There's only 5 that I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the house, get up and jive to the. That's just on no. That's right. That's Mambo number 5 by Lou Bega. I just like started saying that, and I'm like, wait a second, what is that? What is that thing that I'm saying? It's so because I guess the way it works when you're on very low. You're on very low stuff. Is you can just see the tiled bottom, and then the place where the world stops existing. I was gone for a bit. What happened? I started to remember lyrics to Mambo number 5, and then discovered by Lou Bega in an ancient tome, the birthplace of the Mambo. And after discovery, he was changed by it forever. Into what we would eventually know as the Mambo number 5 man. I don't know. They did a 5th one? Actually, look, the funny thing is we talked about this with we talked about this, me and second guy. Like it's this whole thing where yes, there are actually 4 other Mambos. Mambo number 5 was not an original composition by Lou Bega. I mean, I guess he put the words to he wrote the lyrics. But like it was made by somebody else that he then used, that he sampled that, as a thing. Monica by my side. You understand? We're gonna get into classical music now? I don't know if that's classical. I don't think so. It's sort of like how "Walking on the Sun" by the Smashing Mouths was. Like that entire track apparently, very much was they just totally took it from something else. I did not know that was already a pre-existing track and put lyrics to it, which is interesting to me. I mean, it's like I don't know, and I think highly of the Smashed Mouths. I think that they could compose a really catchy sort of 60s style track such as that one, but apparently not. Always surprised me to see, sampling and everything like that. A lot of pop music is taken from classical melodies. I mean, they certainly, it's taken, okay, the thing is, there's taken from classical melodies, and then there's just, we took Beethoven's 5th, and I started freestyle rapping over it. Because, that's closer to what I'm talking about. There's samples. We all know samples, but it's just, it's different. It's a different sort of thing. I feel like sampling is it's not the same. But yeah. I don't know, but I don't know what I'm talking about really. That's the real thing. What was of course, Justin Bieber's Baby based on originally? A composition from the 1600s? That's how you know I'm a millennial. That is my frame of reference for popular music. Okay. What can I say? It was really big 15 years back. Hi. That's why the best samples are from voice messages of girls dumping guys. That just makes me think of the one track off of Frank Ocean one. But of course, that was a guy talking about how a girl dumped him. So I guess it's not really quite the same thing. Ace of Base and Aqua still pop into my head with alarming frequency. I think that's reasonable. I mean, no, I've been listening to Yellow Magic Orchestra's Rydeen pretty much on repeat for the last couple days, thanks to dumb meme videos. You probably know which one if you've been on this channel for a long time. God damn, Yellow Magic Orchestra's so fucking good. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Are you gonna upload gameplay on YouTube? Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, this is more of a casual stream. This is not like I have an actual video I'm making. This is just like the behind the scenes sort of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the house, get up and jive, etc. Yeah, it's like there's like an actual good series that is going to come out of this one, but you know. At least for right now, I wanted to, like, people said people demanded more Satisfactory, and I'm like, who am I to say no? Who's to say? Now I am in the eye of the tornado. I'm the best Megadeth singer. Who demanded it? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more before I can go full Bega. That's the Wario version of Lubega, I guess. Full Lega. What were we talking about? Right, we were talking about Megadeth. Mamba number 5 is that giveaway because it's clearly composition number 5 in the style of Mamba from a certain composer. That's how things were named. Yeah, but I mean, it's like, you don't have to do that. Like, the Stranglers' first album was called The Stranglers 4. People do that as a joke all the time. Yeah. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's like taken from a different song. Maybe I was giving Full Lega too much credit here. Fine. We're enemies now, Lubega. That's right, I'm starting a beef on this very stream. Surely this will go better than the one I did with Chuck Mangione. What would your band name be? It would obviously be called Endo Panera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, that's correct. All right. Now we just got to do all the other things that I need to do. I suggested a couple streams back. Somebody said it on, I think Void Stranger? So, you know, it's like I can't say no. I can only say yes. I'm like a Ella Enchanted over here. Y'all remember Ella Enchanted? I don't really, to be honest. But I talked about it anyway, regardless. Okay. Grab my torch and pitchfork, unless you're talking about the music reviewing website. Because that's what we're talking about right now. I guess. I mean, I was gonna play this game regardless. Like, let's be real here. You didn't like cause me to play this game. All you did was made it so that I streamed it. That's your only contribution to this action. Because otherwise, I would just be sitting over here listening again, just to actually probably Banjo-Kazooie music. You know, I wonder if I can. Let's here real quick. I'm gonna see if I can actually go throw on like Grunty Industries over here. I don't without, or if the stream is going to go down. If the stream goes down, the stream is over. By the way, so you better hope it doesn't, or hope it does if you don't like the stream. I don't know, either one. So, will you do it? Make your choice. Make your choice, stream. And I'm also gonna. Oh, by the way, warning: this might blow out your earballs. Hopefully not. Let's also turn it down a little bit on the. Looks like the stream's actually staying. But yeah, it's like basically, I could just stop talking right now